Previously on A-Listers. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the final dinner of the August Man A-Lister Weekend Retreat. Amongst us today, the entire August Man magazine team. Please welcome them. This evening is all about fine food, fine wine, and great conversation. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Have a nice night, everyone.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, it is that time of the night. It's time for challenge number 7. Could I ask all of you to reach under your chair and pull out the envelope that's attached?
That was completely a surprise because we had thought that the cooking was the last challenge.
All right, so the 7th challenge is called Measures of a Man. Now, written on each of these pieces of cards is a statement. What we require from you is a provocative and very convincing 2-minute argument for the statement. Gentlemen, welcome to Measures of a Man. And please allow me to introduce you to your judges. The full complement of the August Man team sitting right there, and me. We're keeping a really close eye, so please convince us.
Women must be protected today. We do need to protect women. Like, they are our other half, they're our better half, they're everything. If it wasn't for women, we would be nothing. As men, we have to define ourselves by protecting others and especially the women in our society.
Last night was a bit of a blur. I had to go first, so that was a bit nerve-wracking.
My fellow Singaporeans, foreign dignitaries, friends, countrymen. All right. The internet is as transparent as we make it to be. I know people who do not have Facebook accounts or social media, nor do they put any of their information on the internet. At the end of the day, it's almost always up to the user, the controller.
For that challenge, whatever I scripted kind of didn't come out. I don't know, because I was tired or I was creative juices didn't flow that well. So all in all, I made my point across.
I think I did okay with the public speaking. I do a little bit at work. So my topic for tonight was Singlish should be recognised as a valid language. One thing has become very apparent, and that Singlish is part of the thread that is Singapore. It's part of the culture. It's something that's unique. It's something that's spoken by all, rich, poor, middle class. It's part of who you are, and you should never lose it.
I really like the tone of Christian. You can say whatever, but how you say is really important.
My statement is we should be free to decide how and when our lives end. What everybody wants actually is to be free. So to be free is actually having the power of decision on yourself at the end of the day, because we all want to be free, because the life is a present but it's still ours. We should be able to end it when we want and how we want, without pain, without suffering, and at the right time.
Now, first of all, I'd like to say I'm completely shocked. I thought I was applying for August Man and not Miss Universe. Obviously, you guys have mistaken me and thought I'm Megami Burns from The Simpsons. So that's just excellent. It wasn't one of the best speeches ever made, particularly by myself. If we shut down nuclear power plants, our favourite family, the guy with 3 hair strands from his head, the girl with the blue afro, they would all not exist.
The topic for today for me is censorship has its place in the world today. As men of independent thinking, we think no one deserves to tell us how we should talk, what we should talk about, what we should say, what we should print. You need a common thread that runs across, and Singapore is a great example. We might criticize the Singaporean government for a range of things, whether it be it censorship on certain types of shows, certain opinions. But what it does do is it brings all of us in the same room without any prejudice, without any issues. And that, I think, is a qualification in itself on why censorship still has its place today. I think I had some ideas going. Whether it all came together or not, I'd have to look at it to find out.
When I first got this question, I was quite drunk. And now as I present to you, I'm very drunk. The music from the past that used to see the Beatles, the Stones, the Rhodes, all of these people were fantastic, they were great, but it was because the mainstream was showing the best music at the time because it was the best music. What you're seeing today is the music that makes the most money. When you look a little bit deeper, when you go behind the scenes, you see the good music. People are learning from the past. There is good music out there. When you go to your live shows, when you go on YouTube, when you see these bands, when you go on your iPod, you're going to find that actually there is very, very good music out there, but it's just very, very difficult to find. Thank you.
My speech wasn't the best and probably wasn't very well thought through, but some of the speeches were hilarious, I have to say. There was definitely some standout speeches within there. I think Ben did a fantastic job.
My topic this evening is today's youths define popularity and success in highly material terms. I thought first of all that, I'm still a youth. We're all still youths, right? We're young, being these individuals who now have the control to create this power, but still being influenced by the corporate kind of machine.
If there's one thing I'm pretty good at is talking crap.
The thinking is we're in an age of... Oh, is it 2 minutes already?
My statement today is public figures must be accountable at all times for their actions. I believe that I qualify, and all these 11 gentlemen with me qualify as public figures. 3-4 weeks ago, I was having dinner at this place called Brussels Sprouts. And this bunch of ladies just across the table, looking over, smiling, giggling. I was wondering what the hell was going on. Aren't you from the August magazine? And I said, hell yeah. You see, that's a public figure.
I don't think I would ever want to see the video of my speech because, yeah, it was probably really bad.
Public figures appear at public occasions at public times. But we all are human beings after all. We do have our private times. So please, let's keep that private and let's keep the right stuff public.
My topic was that the new PG-13 system is relatively ineffective. What makes a movie PG-13 and not NC-16? This ambiguity, which we leave to a board of censors, makes it all the more open to exploitation. When someone who is of age between 13 and 16 enters or buys a ticket, what stops that person from actually successfully getting a ticket to that show? Nothing.
Nabil was very courtroom. I listened very intently with that one.
Any person who is above the age of 13 and needs parental guidance to watch a movie that is extremely violent, that's when a parent himself or herself fails, because that child should never be watching a movie that violent.
My statement is nothing is private today, and that is a good thing. Many of us will crumble at the thought of not having privacy because a lot of us have secrets and lies. We live in a world that's full of deceit, as we know. But if we have nothing to hide, why do we need privacy?
I had a really hard time, I have to say, but it was really fun watching some of the other guys.
Now, my topic for today is Harry Potter is a great literary work. I agree. Now, for a guy to go from puberty to where he is now, he's done a great job. Now, this movie is more than a trilogy. It's 2 times a trilogy. It's 2 times a trilogy plus 1. The books that J.K. Rowling has been more than J.K. Tolkien, who did Lord of the Rings. You have been paying attention. That's good.
I found it quite hard at the start. I don't watch Harry Potter. I know nothing about Harry Potter. Just some wizard that waves his magic wand.
Daniel Radcliffe, he's a genius. He's a guy that epitomizes what it's like to hold a wand. The thing is, a friend once told me, it's not the length of the stick, but the magic of the wand. So I'd like to conclude that, yes, I do agree with my argument, which is not really an argument, more a statement, that Harry Potter is indeed a literary work of art.
For your final challenge, it was truly entertaining watching each and every one of you. Some of you gave us some great laughs, some of you were completely off topic, but it was funny anyway, and some of you were absolutely spot on. We have our top winner for tonight and 3 very special mentions. This guy knocked the chair out from under all of us with a speech that was so unconventional and subject matter that made absolutely no sense that it actually made sense. Special mention, Stephen. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now this next guy, who knew he had such a soft side? Special mention goes to Arnaud. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We've seen all your sides, but this was suddenly a different side. So thank you for that.
Thank you. I mean, it's in a nice way soft, so I accept it. Why not? Why not? I will be the soft French romantic guy. Yeah.
And our next special mention goes to the gentleman who came up and taught us that it's good to be really a very well-read man. Sam. Fantastic. It was a very convincing argument, and I think we agreed that we were quite enraptured from start to finish. Thank you. Gentlemen, all of the speeches were truly amazing. To come up with what you did in 2 minutes after, what, 20 glasses of wine each? I think that's pretty damn brilliant. Darren, what do you think?
To agree, yeah. I mean, everyone was very inebriated, I suspect.
But I think we agree that our top man for last night, who gave us the most convincing, well put together argument, Nabil. Congratulations. Come on up here, Nabil.
It's a great feeling. I mean, it's nice to come back with something and knowing you do well in one of the things.
So guys, this is it. We have a fantastic top 12, but we have the really unenviable task of whittling it down to just 3. Well, we've got everyone's photos out here anyway, so why don't we start by looking at the photos. What do we think of him? I mean, he has a great sense of humor.
He really was not afraid to think outside the box, and he didn't play it safe at all.
And what about him? Which was the challenge that you felt that he really excelled at?
When he was talking to me about getting a pay raise, I was very much pressured to give him a raise, so yeah.
You were tough on them too, Darren, I know.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
His delivery is good in a way, but you realize that there is no substance going on. Like, you have no idea what he's talking about.
He made notes before the speech. I mean, he's the only one that did that.
Yeah, which can be both a good or a bad thing, right? He's a bit of a dark horse, don't you think?
Yeah.
Because when we first did an interview with him, he was a little quiet. He wasn't really open. I think he can kind of warm up now. He's like totally open. He's making all these jokes and he's getting there. And I thought he's funny actually.
Yeah. He's quite a hunka. So guys, I guess we've made a decision.